Hi, I'm Shireen Richter, and welcome to the next episode of Natura Rescue's Happiness Hacks. Today we're going to look at how do we step into happiness? How do we step into our own happy power? And it really sounds like a complicated issue, and it sounds like how do I get into my happy self? But I'm going to show you just how simple it is. And it all starts with choice. Because choice is creation. Every single moment of every single day, we are choosing. We are choosing whether we're going to smile or not. We're choosing what we're going to wear. We're choosing whether we're going to walk with our shoulders back and have a little skip in our step. We're choosing whether we are presenting our happy face or our sad face to the world. It all boils down to choice. Because what happens is that when we make a choice, that choice is a millisecond. Am I going to smile? Am I not? Am I going to be friendly to someone? Am I not? And that millisecond adds up to another millisecond, which adds up to another one. And then you've got a minute. And before you know it, you've got an hour. And then you've got a day. And then you've got a lifetime. So what are you choosing for yourself? Are you choosing to step into your happiness power? Or are you choosing to live unconsciously and not actually take a stand and say, this is what I want for me. I want a life filled with inner joy. When we speak about happiness, happiness is not running around going, rah, 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 I'm happy all the time, because that's not true happiness. What true happiness means, and being in your happy power, is an inner feeling of, I'm okay. I've got this. Yes, something's happened. Yes, this is not amazing, but I've got this and I can keep it together. So in making that choice, it's going to be really hard. And when you wake up in the morning and you say, today I'm going to be happy, you're going to get out of bed and bump your toe. And then you're going to brush your teeth and spill toothpaste on it. And as you're leaving the house to go off to work or to leave, you're going to drop your phone and watch it bouncing along the pavement outside. And what's going to happen? You've got a choice. You can choose to get upset, you can choose to get angry, or you can choose to say, I choose happy. And the more you choose happy, the more you will be tested. And the more these things will happen to you, because the more they happen, your consciousness around it will grow. Remember, what we focus on expands. So how do we get out of feeling sorry for ourselves? How do we get out of being the victim? I'm going to share some really interesting information with you. And what I believe is so powerful is when you have knowledge and you know something, you can't pretend you don't know. So here's what happens when we think negative thoughts. We think a thought is just some random event that happens in our head. Right? Wrong. What happens when we have a thought is it carries an electromagnetic frequency, and that frequency affects not only our own bodies, not only our own selves, but all those people around us. So here's an example. You walk into a room and someone's really angry, or someone's in a really bad mood. Do you even have to ask? Or can you feel it? Can you sense it? You can pick it up without even knowing, because the Heart Math Institute says that our hearts give off a frequency up to 6 feet away from our bodies. So that thought converts into an emotion, which converts into an energy that is picked up by other people. And this can be proven scientifically. Quantum physics says that everything is energy, including human beings. We are all made up of atoms. What is in an atom? An atom has a proton, a neutron, and an electron. And in between that is empty space. And that atom vibrates, and different things in the world vibrate at different energy levels. So for example, a table or the chair that I'm sitting on or the bed you may be sitting on, that has a very low vibration and it appears more solid. But the minute we start raising the vibration of that particular thing, like for example you boil a kettle, you are shifting and increasing the vibration of water, it changes state. It changes into steam. It changes into water vapor. In the same way, the thoughts we have and the emotion that we have in our heart will change our vibrational level. And what does science say? Positive attracts positive. Negative attracts negative. So when you're thinking negatively, when you're giving off a heart vibration that is not one of happiness, and it is one of fear and worry and doubt, that's what you're going to attract into your life. That's what's going to show up for you every single day. So if we don't want what's showing up for us right now, all we need to do is change our thoughts. How do we change our thoughts and change our vibration? So I'd like to share a very interesting experiment that was done by a Japanese scientist. His name was Dr. Emoto, and he did an experiment on water. Now, how would an experiment on water be applicable to us? Well, here's the thing. Human beings are made up of more than 70% of water. So what did he do? He took 2 jars. He took water from a stream, from the exact same stream, and he put that water into each jar. Then what he did was he wrote down words, and he put those terrible words on one particular bottle. So he wrote horrible things, he wrote negative emotions, negative feelings, and stuck that all over one particular jar. Then he wrote beautiful things and stuck that onto another jar, like happy, like grateful, like giving, like heart, just positive words, and stuck it onto that bottle. And then what he did is he left the 2 jars in the same room, right next to each other, for a month. At the end of the month, he went to test the water molecules, and it's amazing what he found. He found that in the jar where he had taped negative, bad, energetic words, the water crystals had become deformed. The actual water molecules had changed shapes, and the color of the water had shifted. It was discolored. It was murky. On the bottle where he had put beautiful words, words of kindness and love and gratitude, the water crystals were absolutely perfect. They were in perfect shape. The water was sparklingly clear. It was sparklingly clean. Now, think about this. Every single day, we go into our world and we say horrible things to ourselves. In fact, I often say, if anyone spoke to me the way I speak to me, I would never speak to them again. So we are constantly going around labeling ourselves with these negative things. I'm not good enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not capable enough. What is wrong with me? Think about how we speak. My hair looks terrible. I'm having a bad hair day. I've put on too much weight. I look shocking. I'm not fit enough. We say these things to ourselves over and over again. And we think that they are just words. We think that they are just thoughts. These random things that just occur in our mind. But if we look at the experiment, we see that they are most definitely not random. What is the effect that these thoughts are having on our physical body? If the effect was so big on a molecule of water, think about it. What are you doing to your heart, to your kidneys, to your lungs? What are you doing to the muscles in your body? We are weakening everything within ourselves when we speak negatively. So to step into your happy power, you have to be conscious of changing the things you say, changing the way you speak, and changing the way you speak to others. I always like to leave you with some kind of happiness hack, some kind of tool that you can take into your life, that you can make physical for yourselves, that will help you to carry out these happiness actions every single day, because it's so easy to forget. So I have happiness cards. I call them my magic cards because they help to spread happiness and they create magic. And all they are little cards that say things like, I'm fantastic, you're great, you're amazing, you rock, you're fabulous, and I have many others. You can take a post-it note and write something amazing on and give it to your partner, leave it on their pillow, put it in your child's lunchbox, and use these things to tell people how amazing they are. Because when you're telling people how amazing they are, when you're spreading the happiness, it's raising your own vibration and you're feeling great yourself. So today at lunch, we were sitting with a group of people, and one of the women said to the waitress, "Thank you for lunch, the food was delicious, you're a star." And I didn't have this card with me, but I wanted to whip it out and say, "This is for you." Because it is so powerful and so effective to be able to just say randomly to somebody when they're least expecting it, "Wow, do you know something? You rock." And just give them something like this. So take these happiness cards, make your own, get creative, draw on cardboard, use your creativity, and take them out and spread that happiness. My last happiness hack for the day is what I call my magic happy pills. And these are really, really cool because I've taken sweets. You can take mints, you can take anything you like that makes you feel happy, that is delicious and makes your heart warm, and keep it with you. And when you're having a bad moment, when you're aware that your vibration is dropping, when you're aware that you're not in your happy power, open it, pop one into your mouth, smile as big as you can, and go about your day. I'd like to end off with some powerful advice for you. Make yourself happy, but focus on making others happy. Do random acts of kindness. Tell people they're amazing. Tell them how wonderful they are. Tell them that they rock. Bring happiness into the world. It's the most powerful thing that you can do.